Greetings and welcome back to the Oxbow. Thank you for joining me. Glad to have you here. It is now autumn. As we finished our previous year out, I finished up some things at the end of the night, and then I decided to just get a little start here and empty my inventory. Actually, there's some things that need to be changed right about now. Given that, oh, look at that, we have a child. We have a 0-year-old. That's awesome. And 2 0-year-olds. That's awesome. Now, okay, cool. And I don't see... Oh, yeah, there we go. So they're employed as mothers. Awesome. I was going to say, there should be a spot where now that they've had their kiddos, they're not going to be able to work for a bit. So we are now going to need to start thinking about the jobs that we just had taken, that were originally taken by the mothers, that is, that are now not taken by any people that need to be taken by new villagers. So we need to expand a bunch here, it turns out. And that's what fall's going to be all about, is expansion. I have a lot of ideas for this area here, and some very entertaining things happened when I was just sitting around. I was gonna try just like, let's just see what happens. I'll brainstorm a little bit here. Now, obviously, I've got this herbalist hut, and I have a problem here. You can't gather nightshade in the fall and autumn, so we're gonna have to switch this up. We'll change what they're up to. It looks like chicory is still available. That's great. Now it's gonna be all about mushrooms. I have definitely seen that there are quests that ask you for tons and tons of mushrooms, so honestly, maybe it's worth just having this on. We'll just let them gather up the mushrooms and give us a stockpile. That's just fine. Oh, we're gonna run out of percentages. We're gonna run out of 20s here. We'll have to do a 10. That means we'll drop this down to a 15. We'll raise you up to a 15, and if I cut you from here, I should be able to get a 15% from each. And what'll that get us? That'll get a whole lot of about 18. And that's okay? Sure, that's okay. That'll work. Chicory, I mean, if I'm being real, I don't need a lot more of it now. I do need to start finding out what the one is for the night vision potion, because that is definitely worthwhile. Matter of fact, here we are. Nightshade, henbane. I am pretty confident that we don't have henbane, but it's the wrong season for it. I'm sure it's cheap to buy if I really needed it, and I believe I'll just go do that. Or we can buy some night vision potions anyway. I would like it to be a little easier on people when they're watching in the night, and thank you for pointing that out. I do appreciate it. I have wondered about that, but I try not to record too much into the night, but then it just, it happens anyway. Go figure. Alright, well, let's get going into here. This is the area we're going to be expanding into. This is going to be a little bit of discussion here about where things are going to go, just so you're aware as I plan forward, just for fun. We have a start of our village. We're going to wrap this around to here. These will wrap to here as well. There's going to be more housing coming around this way. That would be on the opposite side of these, so on the other side of this little hill. And I have done a little just kind of thinking and brainstorming and planning. My thought is that the barn goes right around here. Now that reminds me of a thing, which is that we have a lot of fields in the other area that are being planted with rye. Are they now? Not necessarily. I have a number of fields that need to be replanted. I also have a whole new area that I want to just become the main village. I would like to start putting those fields together as soon as possible. One of the problems with that, though, is that I'm sitting here and I'm paying taxes on these fields already. And if they're not getting worked, that seems kind of silly. With that, I do have my barn worker. No, there is no reason for you to be a barn worker right now. What we need to do is start getting people back into farming. We have another barn worker here. No. We need you in the farm shed, because we need you getting lots of things planted. If I allow them to plant the rye this season, it means that there's no way that I'm going to get rid of these fields before next spring. What I could do right now is I could just let all these fields get cleared and say, be done. And I could immediately start trying to transition my people over to here and make this autumn be the rapid transition. One of the problems I have with that is that most of my barn workers live far, far away. They live a long walk away, and they have to walk the whole way here just to begin working on the field. Now, I do have, conveniently, the donkey shelter, which has one person in it who can immediately become a field worker, which is convenient, and it's the same skill, and yay, I can do that. I do have some other workers who are local in this area who I can shift over, and I think that that is the go. I honestly think that this is the go, is to, let's let these fields fade. We're not going to sit here and we're not going to convert things to rye. So that means you, oh man, look at all that. Oh. Well, it's already fertilized though. Oh, look at that. It's already ready. It's unsown. It's ready to go. They're just going to throw the grain into it now. All right. I'd hate to waste them. Look at me. Just, I'd hate to waste them. All right. No new plants then is what I'm going to say. No new plants, and we're going to get rid of these fields, and we'll expand into here, and it's time to get some workers here. There we go. Decision made. Ay, ay, ay. That means I need a farm stall, but that also means I need to plan out a barn. Hold up. We got to be so close to the second barn. Arguably. However, we aren't there. I'm going to use this tree as kind of like a marker. Now the reason I'm using this tree as a marker, boop, is because this puts us on a line from the food storage hut. This makes a nice walkway here, perhaps with trees. I do not necessarily like how close that's going to be to the housing. Oh, luckily we only just placed it. Gone you are. I only just placed it, so that makes things super convenient. We'll use the barn as a marker, and we'll go back a pinch. Let's still see if we can get some level ground. That'll do. Nice, and we keep these bushes here. Fantastic. This bare area looks like it's just waiting for the farm shed. And it is. It absolutely is waiting for the farm shed. There we go. We waste nothing in the process. This is all planning. Now, from there, we've got these houses run over to here. When I was doing this planning, entertaining things occurred. I realized I don't have enough arrows in my inventory. Well, I realized that after I shot 3 arrows into a bear and it didn't die. So that was, one of those moments where you go, huh, well, I could run, but I'm not recording, so who cares? And so I sit there and I decide to let the bear come at me, and I'm going to just be like Schwarzenegger in the movie Predator and be like, come at me, bear! And proceed to take down the bear with an axe, with almost zero effort. And so here I am sitting here going, you know what? Apparently it's time to record today. I mean, it's the end of the day. Might as well. I was not going to record. I was just going to kind of do a little brainstorming, just see how things fit and be done. And then that happened and I'm like, no, that's just, I'm going to try to recreate it. We're going to try to make that happen again because the comedy and the entertainment value is there. The sheer like, huh? Of what happened is just worth it. And now you're watching and I'm talking and I'm doing this and you're like, man, it's just sitting here playing around with a fishing lodge. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because he planned out something and this is a big part of it. And this is something I'm pretty excited about. Oh, this rock. This rock is just the bane of me. There we go. Now we're getting it. All right, so what's going to happen here? You'll notice that I can build the fishing hut right on this river. And it's conveniently easy to build on the river. That's what it was. And guess what's going to happen here? By doing this, now I have a bridge in my village. And that's what's going to happen here. Now we have a walkway that goes straight through here. And we're going to have a bridge. Now, believable or not, let me show you something. I'm excited about this, honestly. And it's part of the reason why I did this. Another reason why I did this is that I'm excited. I'm very excited about the future here. Is it the moment? Are we ready for this moment? Are we ready to fight this bear? Ready to take down a bear? I'd say with bare hands, but I know that that's a silly enough move. That's a truly silly move right there. I wonder if I have any logs on my donkey. I'd sure like to have just enough logs to finish this to show you what I'm talking about. Ooh, but I don't have any planks. Okay, I guess I'm just going to have to kind of tell it. If you lay a plank from here to there, it looks great. It just looks like there's a slope rising up. And if you put a plank behind it coming this way, parallel with these boards, it looks as if it makes sense with the overlap. This is going to be a walking bridge, and it's going to make sense. I'll keep building on it. I'll be working on it as we go, and it'll be entertaining. I took down this tree here for a reason. There's a future here. Alright, and this is us picking a fight with a bear. Alright, bear. This is our zone. Can't be here. Take your friends and go. Here we are. Bring it, bear. This is our moment. And we'll go for the gusto, taking turns. That's right, run away! You fear me, bear, fear me. Fear me, bear. Oh, arrow, thanks. So, now, that was unexpected when it happened for me before. Maybe it was unexpected for you too, and you're like, wait, you can axe the bear? And you can axe the bear whatever you like. I don't know if it's going to respond, but I'm going to axe the bear. And it's going to respond with meat and fur for me, apparently. So I did not realize that it was not terribly difficult to take out bear. I recall bears just being brutal. That they would do this move, they would do like a dash and a claw at you. It is just, you're done. Like, two of those and your character's falling to the ground, you're over with. I obviously have a lot of buffs on right now, right? I am strong as an oak, level 3, so I have 130 health, and I am also taking 20% less damage now. So apparently I have achieved boss level of bear hunting. I am now just a bear hunting machine. They come at me, I don't need a bow anymore. Well, anyhow, that's about that. The last little bit of the planning here is to... I was just so entertained by that. I'm like, that is ridiculous. How did that even happen? And sure enough. The last thing that I want to make, and this will be a little debatable. I got to decide if this is the right size or not. This area over here is going to be an expansion of the village. I got to turn this thing around. We want to turn this thing around. And then that's not going to help me too much because now I'm seeing a tree. Kind of need to see where that birch is at. Oh, I need to see where the area is here. Let's see here. There's a curve here that's really convenient. The curve here that's convenient is... There we are. So we have this outlook area, right? This looks nice. This looks like a great area to expand into. Hey, check it out. It's got a nice view of our village. There's a nice pathway that's going to walk up and around. And then there's going to be this here. And this here, what is this here, you may be asking? And what this here is a really convenient natural amphitheater area. I was thinking about putting it in the shoreline over here, but that just seemed to not make a lot of sense. I might put some other things over there, and I'm not sure people would really want to sit in an amphitheater directly by the water. I think you'd want to have more room for people to sit. So, what's going to happen here is, we imagine that our village has musicians. I would hope at some point in time we would have a large enough village for that. And so this is me designing a stage for them to be on. And there we are. Now, it's going to be challenging. I tried to put decorations on this, and that's not working, unfortunately. This needs a little more thought. I want to dig in on this one a little more. I like the size of the stage. I mean, if this was just an informal area for saying things, announcements, performances, things like that, it makes sense. So, I was pretty happy with that, honestly. I'm pretty excited with that. That being the case, though, it's time to do the things, right? I mean, this is a day, and it's a day where I need to get things done. I don't have any fields planned here, and I certainly don't need to push it. We do need to figure out how many houses I have available that I can take advantage of here, though. Because, yeah, that's a problem. How many workers am I going to get out of this? I can get one guy and a girl, and then that's it for this area. And then I really have to start thinking twice. Field-wise, we will put some fields here. Well, if I'm going to do that, I will need the farm shed super fast. So this is the problem with this day. This day is filled with a whole lot of, I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. So we are getting into kind of a, not well planned, but also a lot of really fun future plans involved in this. And I'm pretty excited about being able to take out bears with an axe. Let's be real. That's pretty exciting, right? How often can you do that? Now it makes the bow seem so not worthwhile. Although, no, that's completely untrue, and don't let me at all make any implication that don't listen to that and hear any of that nonsense, because what's happening with that is I'm going to get taken out by wolves, because they do so much quicker damage. And that's just not something you can survive. Not easily, I don't think. So, I'm not going to chance that one just yet. It looks like I actually got some henbane. Too bad I didn't get more. Planks will not be necessary right away here. I have too many logs to start with. I would like to just... I can get things done. But that's going to be a little much. The goal here is to get that... farming shed done. That way I can have workers assigned and just going. Be set. Set. Oh, the planks. It is tempting to take the planks, isn't it? And then do a quick, like, hey, check it out. This is what I mean. That's a lot of manure. Look at all that manure. That's worth talking about. That's worth talking about, having somebody work on that, right? You may notice that I did not bring sticks with me. There are lots of sticks over there. And I also don't want to lose all those sticks in the resource bin, since I really need those axes to keep getting produced. I think we're ahead of it, and I haven't double-checked the numbers, and at some point it's going to be smart to start checking the numbers just to see that the automation is proper, that the amount of sticks I'm producing equals the amount of axes that, or the amount of sticks I need for axes, right? Yes, stones. And then this will be the next fun part, is getting the stones for the foundation that I totally remembered I needed stones for. Mild sarcasm. Anyway. Alright, we'll get this going. That's 8 stones, that should be plenty. Let's finish you, and then you, and then you. So much you. There we are. Farm shed. Done. Out. No, not out. I'm probably laden with logs, aren't I? Look at me go. I'm holding planks and logs. This guy is silly, is what he is. Let's finish this thing out, and let's go. And that's a boop. See, now now obviously the rope part of that is, yeah, that's not, I'm not 100% happy on that part, but it's what it is. Look, this is the best I can do to make a bridge, right? Like, this is the best I'm gonna get, I think. So I'm content. Oh. Alright, now the convenient thing about grabbing the planks and moving them, and yes, you can click and you can drag them and you can move them all you want, but right now the simple method is going to work just fine. And if I grab them and let them run into each other, they actually push right into one another. That's not bad. And if I take and I also... if I take those two and separate them just a pinch more, it starts to become a little more believable. Where, you know, they're not perfectly lined up, right? That would... I'm not sure that would make a ton of sense, right? They're not going to perfectly place every one of these boards. They will if they're me in a computer simulation. And we already ran into that individual, and he had a great time figuring out that he was in a simulation. Now this is getting a little dicey. There we go. Now what I told you about with this whole... Now, isn't that convenient? Look at that. We're standing on level terrain. It's almost like it's a bridge. Oops, and I just consumed the potion because I was pressing the button too quick. Then the last bit here, I gotta crouch down to do this one. So we get into here, and then we drop this one in there. That's not bad, right? Like, that isn't as good as when I was practicing it before. And it's gonna get better. Just gonna get better. Oh, that was too far. Oh, there we go. And I don't know. It's not bad, right? I just don't think it's bad at all. Oh, that's what it was. That's what the trick was. Now I'm remembering things. You use this one to interact with those. Now the spacing makes sense. Honestly, it looks as if that is fairly well intended. I will need another plank to go across. It's gonna start being a little more challenging to make it believable when you're close to it. But when you're at a distance, that's gonna look like a bridge with a rope on one side and not the other, which is, again, gonna raise some eyebrows and be like, okay, sure, it's a bridge, buddy. But it's not bad, right? Not bad. So I got a kick out of that. I was excited to share that. Honestly, that's really it. And then from here, that and the bear thing, just ridiculous. I can't believe that the bear. I can't believe I can take out a bear with just an axe now. It says a lot about the upgrades that we have for the character at this point in time. It also says a lot for where things are at with bears. I think the bears are, I don't know, maybe if they took one of the movesets from them and they said, hey, bears are too tough, let's change one of the movesets they have. Oh, I'm about to run into town. I have no bronze arrows on me. I don't like the thought of that at all. Since if I decide that I can run into town and axe the wolves to death, that would be really, really quite impressive. The wolves have already taken me out before. I'm content in the understanding that wolves do way too fast of damage. I've been able to start parrying and dodging boars, so that's handy. Not convinced. Well, I can parry and dodge a bear now, apparently, too. Wolves, that's still different in my head somehow. And it just does, I don't know. We'll try it sometime. We'll try it sometime. I do recall that it was Graham who said that when you make shears, that actually the bronze tools, the shears, makes more than one. Bronze, 2x. Okay, by schematic. Okay. Now, I believe you already told the amount of money for it too. I apologize if this is a waste of people's time. Feel free to skip, obviously. But with the bronze, oh, because they're only worth 100. That's what it is. So they're worth 100. This is still worth 300, and it's still just a bar. I still all for the hammers at this point if I'm making money. 30 bronze arrows will do us just fine, and yeah, we're gonna still stick to shooting from a distance to take out our enemies at this point. That's just the smarter. It's the smarter go. It is just the smarter go. We do have a lot of buildings claiming that they need things. I'm a little concerned that maybe some of these are behind on tools. That's one of the tricks. We just lost a worker from that one. That is one of our people who was pregnant. The fishing hut is not built yet. That's okay. That's fine. One of our hunting lodges is not being worked. I'm not concerned about that at all. And then the goose house. That's not a thing that can just sit, unfortunately. That is not something we can let go. That being the case, I do have to take one of my farmers away. You have a skill of 3. I wouldn't mind you gaining more. What are your other skill sets? Are you better off to pass to that? You've got hunting. You've got at least one skill that's higher. I'm going to take our... Yeah, I think I'm going to take our level 2 farmer. Nope, no, I don't have a level 2 farmer. How am I getting confused here? I have a 3 and a 3. You there. You have only general skills. We are going to have you at the goose hut, because I don't really want to leave that without being produced. The smithy is out of resources, huh? We're out of stone. Well, that's going to put down our ability to produce the axes that I was just mentioning moments ago. So this is quite a start to the season, y'all. Thanks for tolerating the beginning here and the wild ramblings at the beginning. And also, I hope it's entertaining seeing the things that will change here and all of that's going to go on in the village. I'm going to just get a little bit of stone going here and then be good to go so that we can at least have a few axes on hand. At this point, I'm not too worried because I know that I do have an excavation worker out there who is finishing up things, and we shouldn't have too much to worry about. Oh, that's right, it only takes 1 bar to do the arrows, and for some reason I have decided that it takes more. We don't need the straw anymore, that's fine. I am heading into town, so it would have been really handy if I happened to have just made a bunch of things to sell. That would have been super convenient. The bronze sickle will definitely sell for some money, I'll take that. They have 90 copper arrows. They'll be sold well too. That's just fine. Wow, we're doing great on fishing spears. We are not, we are not, I don't need this thing anymore. They certainly don't need this anymore. I've got axes. I will axe those bears all the questions I want. Let's see here. Got plenty of stone sitting around. We're done. We're good. We're good. Let's go with what we got. Sell some pants. It's gold. We're out. This being the case, off to town we go. And we'll wrap up some of these seasonal quests that have gone on. Check the questing board from Pieslovia, just because that's a handy thing to be able to do. And move on with the rest of the day. I'm looking forward to having these fields set. I say those words out loud, and I realize that I did finish the farm shed. But somebody decided to not finish putting down the fields yet. So it would really help to have some of those fields set up. This might be a bad move right now, just because I'm about to place a field and I'm just kind of winging it. I'm deciding, this is good enough. Let's just make it happen. I'm thinking that that's all the farther you're going to go. Oops, and there's the barn. So let's get this going. This would be 60. That's a little too close for comfort. I don't like that. That's going to be 70 total units. No, this is not looking right. I should have planned this out a little better. We're going to just make it happen. We'll go get the people. We'll finish the quests. I'll take care of this stuff in the night because this is not stuff you need to watch. So, I think it'd be kind of dull. I'm ready for us to move on with this day, find out what entertaining things happen on the way to Peace Lovia, and then finish up our quests so that we can have some of those main quest line parts done and see where it takes us next. Don't need no more badgers for lard anymore. That's pretty handy. No POIs just kind of hanging out in the area. Haven't been targeted by a wolf yet, so nothing to shoot at yet, nothing to do. There's a wolf. Is it worth it? Ooh, there's the village over here. It's not worth it because the day's getting late. Look at that. Already 4:30. We gotta move. And I'm also still carrying 80 meat because I totally spaced on dropping it off in the food storage. Some of y'all are noticing that. Already saw it and you're like, you could have left it in the resource storage and then moved it later. Yes. Yes, I could have. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop it in the mobile storage unit. Come on over here, mobile storage unit. Aha, what are you carrying? Nothing. And now a lot of something. Thank you, donkey, who needs a name. And who will eventually have a name. Don't know what the name will be yet. Mobile storage unit? Could be.
Would you go faster if I painted some flames on your coat?
100% guaranteed. Yes. That is like 110%, honestly, guaranteed. Always. Got flames inside all of my stuff that wants to go fast. Alright. Huff puff blow down. Is this you again? This pigsty. This pigsty. Of course we'll do that quest. Hunting badger. Buflation, rye grain. I probably have a ton of rye grain. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Deliver manure to you. Oh, do I have manure now? Honestly, I'll just buy it here and give it and hand it over to him. Hunting badgers. Is it worth it? That's the question. I don't really want to do it. And the reason is, and I know I should just do all the quests, and I'm totally about doing all the quests. Normally I'd be like this kind of person who does all the quests. However, I know how much time it takes to hunt the badgers. I know how much it's going to take to... Sorry, I'm not trying to start you on fire. I mean it. Let's see here. I know how long it takes to get those quests done. That's...
Goodbye.
Oops. Right. Come back over here. I forgot that I have things to sell you. The bronze hammer goes. The sickle goes. Copper arrows. Would you like some? There you are. And now we have more money. And that's just fine by me.
So long.
Now, Derwin, where you at? I got poop for you. Let me give you a straight poop here, sir. Alright, we'll get him the poo. That's one quest done. Then it's off to check on the... Oh, look at you. You're doing the work. Here's the manure.
Good luck.
Yep, it's what it is, man. It's one of those entertaining quests. I will wash my hands of that quest. Puns. Anyhow, let's go back this way. We're going back this way. We're going to get out of this town, go back to finish the... We do have to look at this one. Yes, we do. We're going to do the badger one first. Because it's the one we did last. So we'll do it first this time. Why not? Ooh, no arrows indeed. Oh, no, no. I have 31 arrows. And now I will have 30. Nope, I will have 31. And I also don't have a pigeon. I think they still fear me. I'm a little concerned that maybe they don't. If I don't keep up with these pigeons, they are not going to keep fearing me, and they're going to be on me. And it's going to be a real problem. So I just got to keep on them. Keep them on their toes. Keep them ready. Keep them guessing. Keep them fluttering away. I do love the vining on here now. It even changes with the seasons. Yes. Yes, indeed. And yes, please, more of that. Hey, you look like you're doing better.
How can I help you?
Well, how are you doing? Relax like never before. Amazing bath, and I feel like a newborn child. Great. What kind of bath? A mud bath. Oh, that's good to go. You do it. I tell you, in order to get best results, you need to mix the mud with pig's blood. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm hearing you. Okay, trust me, once you try it, you'll fall in love with it instantly. You're not going to force it on me. I appreciate that. Nice. That's
See you soon.
great news. Right. So she's great. She's good. The traditional cure seems to have worked. Point for our people in our local town then, for our herbalist, Our Lady on the Hill. Then we'll say she's more of a traditional style then. So I guess the remedy worked, eh? Like a charm. No idea these buggers store in their lard, but it works wonders. Verified, that's good. You're forever in your debt to me, and while we're at it, I promise you your word, and man of my word, just tell me what you want and you'll get it. I mean, coins will do. I'm a builder type, whatever resources. I like a lot to eat. Exotic goods the most. Nah, I don't want anything. Don't need it. You're a better person than I thought. May your life be filled with joy. I'll be praising your name till the day I die. Hey man, that's all good. I appreciate that. Live a long and happy life. I'm happy helping them out. We don't need to get a reward. It's fine. It's good to go. I mean, look how much money we have. We're doing fine. Oh, it's expensive to go there. It's what it is. Even if I'd try to go to Peacelovia first and then here, I wouldn't be saving any money. Recruitables. This is how my brain works. I should have checked the recruitables at the other place. They aren't quite as close as this. Is that what we'll say? Is that the excuse I'll use? Let's use that excuse. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just see that you're skilled in farming? Tell me more. Oh, I could have swore I saw glowing red eyes there. I was a little nervous. I'm creating a new settlement. I need you to join us. Thank you. And let's see here. Not good at farming, good at hunting, and decent at other skills. The hunting thing doesn't help at all.
Take care.
Okay. Right now I need 2 guys, so it's probably not a good move to be taking on more ladies since I haven't built a house for anyone to be in yet. So I need to go find guys that I can recruit to join in with those 2 households. Oop, excuse me. Just said 2 households and I realized I never gave her a home. I just said, have fun. Go ahead and walk. So now I've got you. And you need a house, yes. And then you're in this house, right? Did I do anything wrong? Something seems strange to me. Something seems funny. Maybe did I do that right? Well, I will know in due time. Now, of course, I'm going to assign you to this farming shed. And that's going to just be a placeholder. We will put some fields up when I go back. Okay, that'll happen. Do I need anything from this area today? Oh, you wish he was... Okay, that's, there's some very deep conversation. Oh no. Oh no. Whoopsie. I got stuck. Now we're unstuck. Okay, I do appreciate you unstuck feature. I also appreciate that the unstuck doesn't insta teleport you to one key location in the field. I know that was a great cheat back in the day to just kind of insta warp your places, but I don't know. Alright man, how'd it go? They tried to bury me, isn't that wonderful? Hey, congratulations. Did you break your record? I did, and as promised, here's your share. Hey, you're a man of your word. Good show. 200 coins, I'll take it. For these guys, I'll take the money. That was silly. I will gladly take the money from this. The other ones, I'm happy to help out with. This guy, I don't know about this guy. I'm glad he's got some shenanigans going on, and I'm glad he's having fun. That's a hoot. So, those 2 recruitables. Though I say 2, 1. I've only taken on 1 recruitable. With that, do we get back in the Wagoneer's cart and do we go and try to find just the 2 guys? Let's check something here. I need straw and logs. Straw and logs. Well, the straw is solvable. Hold on. Let's not leave this village just yet. I'm not confident that the other village is going to have reeds near enough to me to make it simple, but I am confident that this village will. So now I can take care of the reed situation. We can... Oh, that's me drinking the stagnant water again. Don't mind that. Just gonna try to get myself a healthy population of stuff in my guts. A little bit of diarrhea. Who knows? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that. I appreciate that in the game. It would be entertaining if you had to care about it, though. Like, check your water sources. Straw is set. Logs are not. But that'll be simple. That's a long drive, but it's what it is. I'm not too worried about coins anymore. Apparently, I am feeling good about the money right now. We'll take on some sticks, because obviously we need to. Now, I'm pretty confident that I cannot uproot these. Indeed. Cannot uproot these stumps. I had to try. I probably could have just looked at it and noticed, right? I mean, obviously. But still, I was going to at least try. Somewhere out there's a Wyson waiting to run into me. Now, I don't know about the whole axe hitting with the, I don't know about the whole axe combat with a Wyson. I'm not there yet. Maybe that's a fun thing for a future video, just to be like a random outtakes video. Here's me doing really silly stuff that may or may not work out, and I don't have a clue. And let's just give it a shot. We can definitely see about that. And the whole purpose of coming up here, obviously, was to do this quest. Complete this quest, turn it in right away, and be done. While simultaneously seeing if we can be fortunate and see that the rotation of people switched here and has guys this time. Last time, there were 2 ladies who looked like twins, another lady, and I believe another lady. I'm pretty sure it was all ladies last time we were here. So I'm hoping that there's been like a rotation of peoples here, and that we have at least 1 new person. And if not, there's other places we can go. Do I take on another quest while I'm here? It's tempting. It is tempting. Oh, we're getting to that time of the night. Okay.
Oh, it's here again.
Yep, here's the big sty stuff. Have
See you
fun.
around.
I feel like we meet almost every year. Actually, wait a minute. We do. It's been 3... I have done this quest 3 times. I swear I've done... Oh, pigeons. They don't fear me here yet. They will. So, I've done that quest 3 times. I just know it.
The crackling of the cozy fire to make
Okay.
you forget you're sleeping outside.
Okay. This is a guy. Hey, wait a minute.
Hello.
You've got the fishing skill, which is not as important as it used to be. No. You do have at least a little farming skill. It's... Hey, look, you know what? It's what it is, guy. Welcome to the village. We are looking for workers, friend. Come on, join us. And then let's get you set up with our new job. With, actually, not new job. You'll be working with the person you live with. Your future wife who you just met. I hope you have a very... Oh, sorry, but was standing there. Oh, anyhow, that's your new wife you just met, but now you live with. And a budding romance it shall be. Oh, there's a pigeon stuck somewhere. I heard that. I don't think we're going to go for it just yet. It is the end. It is into the night. Now, you will not let me talk to you. Yeah, I can't. You can end a quest. You can end a quest by talking to somebody in the night. You certainly cannot start a quest by talking to them in the night. With that, we are really at the end of the video, in all honesty. And at this point, if you want to head out, I would totally be good with you doing that. And I appreciate you being here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go to Peacelovia. And I'm going to go and I'm just going to see if I can get one more guy. If I can get one more guy, then what happens is I have 3 farm workers in those fields. I can make a good collection of fields, and I have some... Then I can have a little bit of assurance right in the face. Fire in the face. I can have a... Oh, there it is again. I can have a little assurance that those fields will actually get done. That we'll be in a good spot, right? That's what I'm looking to try to do here. So if I can be fortunate enough that I get one more, then we're in a great spot. I know this is going to be very dark. I don't have a potion of night vision. Oh, you know what helps? Is torches. Okay. There's not a lot of guys, turns out. Sir, of all the slim pickings, you are unfortunately the slimmest. 25 and basically no skills. Oh, I'm picky. Look at... Oh, I'm just... Is it... Am I too picky? Man, I'm too picky. Alright, anyway. Alright, with that, that marks the end of the video. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time. And have a great rest of your day.